Hello, this is a review of the Fluke 323 clamp-on meter. There's the package that it comes in, or the case that you get with it. Pretty nice case. You get the clamp meter, and they also give you a set of test leads. Now, I bought this one on Amazon. And most of the people on Amazon were giving it really good reviews. So I went ahead and purchased it because my other meter went bad, which I actually just sent back. I had an Ideal clamp meter, Sperry. And actually I think it's going to be covered under warranty, so I actually was able to just send that back in. Pretty cool. But the review is going to be on this Fluke meter. And I've always liked Fluke products. You know, I have some of their ring out voltage test meters, and I always use those. Those are some of the best that you can use. But I did end up having a problem with this, and it actually took me a minute to figure out exactly what it was. Now, everything on here works, all the settings work, but the problem I was finding is that when I would take these the plug-ins for the test leads plug in right here on the bottom. Now these are the test leads that came with this Fluke, and I don't know if you'll be able to really tell, but as you see, as I push these in, they barely go inside of the meter. They just barely go in there, and I mean literally I can just barely pull on them and they fall back out. So I mean, I could walk around with this thing and these test leads will pretty much just fall out of the meter. And I wasn't able to get readings when I first plugged it in and tried to get voltage readings. I couldn't get anything. And then I noticed that when I began to push on these leads and kind of hold them in there with my thumb, then it would start working. And I thought that there was something wrong with the meter at first, but then I decided to get my old leads out, my older leads from my Ideal, which when I compared the leads to each other, I could tell right off that the leads in my old Ideal meter were much more high quality. And when I plugged them in, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but they actually go in and kind of almost click in, snap in. Real easy. But these other leads do not do that. And now the meter works fine. It works fine with these leads. So that's what I came to find out. Is I don't know if it's something new that Fluke is doing. I didn't see really anybody else writing about this issue. But the number on these leads, if you end up getting this and you're having this same issue, these are TL75. That is the number on the leads that come with the Fluke 323. Possibly they're giving different ones in the better and the higher meters, but that's what came with this one. And they don't work, they're junk. And I had to call Fluke, and basically Fluke now is going to send me out a new set of test leads. At first they said, well, we're just going to replace these, and I said, well, what good is that going to do if they're not working? If they don't work, that's not going to do me any good. So I guess they're going to send me out TL71s, and hopefully they'll work. You know, I do have this other set of leads here that seem to be working fine, which is good. But, you know, I just don't like the fact that I'm buying something that's supposedly a high quality product like Fluke, and they're putting in leads that are no good. And I don't know if this is some kind of manufacturer defect, or if they're just, they look to me like they're just really cheap leads. And they just don't work as they're supposed to. I'm not exactly sure what it is. But if you buy one of these Fluke 323s, you might possibly run into that problem. And if you do, you know, that's all that it is, and Fluke will replace them. You know, like I said, the meter seems to be a really good meter, and it works fine with these other leads in there. I have no problem with it. But, you know, I still give them a 3-star on that out of 5 because they're putting in, you know, crappy made in China products in a high quality Fluke. So hopefully me complaining to them about this will get them to, you know, look at it and make sure it's not some issue that's going on with all of their products, and they start putting leads in there that actually work. Because this actually, their leads, the leads that they put in there actually say Fluke right on them. As you can see that right there. So why these leads don't work, I have no idea. I don't know if it's a manufacturer defect or if it's just something with all of them that they're making now, and the leads are just no good. But Fluke should fix this, and I really hope they do, so that other people don't have a problem with that, because who wants to, you know, have a meter where I'm at an electrical panel and I have to sit there and fidget around and mess around with the leads to get it to work. I mean, that's just, it's not safe, it's not ideal, and you know, I'm not going to spend the money on a meter like that and then not have it work correctly. So, you know, they're either going to replace my stuff or give me something that works, or I'm not going to buy their products anymore, and that's all there is to it. So that's my review on the Fluke. Hope that helped you if you're having the same problem. So have a good day. God bless.